Smooth. Very smooth. Very smooth. Hello. Hi. Tonight, we are going to be dipping into Harebrained Schemes Shadowrun Dragonfall, which is the second of the three Shadowrun tactical games that Harebrained put out. I've only played the first one, so this is going to be a mixture of the hello there, where I'm checking out a game for the first time, and if we want to keep going through the campaign, the start of a new strategery series. So no promises, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I enjoyed the first one quite a bit. I don't think I finished it, but it was definitely a lot of fun. And I've always been kind of tangentially really interested in the Shadowrun universe, because it's very, it's one that mixes fantasy and cyberpunk in kind of a campy and an interesting way. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it also can get gritty as well. So it's interesting. So let's dig through and see what this game's about, and if we want to see it through. So let's pump up the jams here. Okay. Okay, cool. So, Shadowrun Dragonfall. This is the director's cut, as it says, which I believe includes all of the DLC. Looks like there are some side quests and other content that comes with it as well, but we're just going to go right into the main campaign. The year is 2054. The promise of opportunity and anonymity. Gives it to Nosferatu. Thank you, Jack. That's true. By the way, Nosferatu, sleeper surprise of last night. It's a really weird game from 2003 that actually ended up being kind of interesting, and I might play more of it. It's this awkward. It's a little clunky, but it's like a first-person horror escort quest game, which sounds worse than it is. But yeah, let's fix the titles here. There we go. Thanks, Jack. And how you doing today, sir? Good to see you as always. Enjoyed your sermon this morning. All right, I was reading my. I enjoyed BattleTech, and I enjoyed the first one of these, but I haven't played the second or third one. So, if this is a thing we want to see all the way through, I think I might make this kind of a playthrough of the next two games. I really enjoy your sermons. Darkacre Jack, also on Twitch, streams in the morning. Usually is some nice Steam review. Goes through your queue and talks about the games, and it's almost like reading the newspaper in the morning. It's actually a very unique thing I've found. It's like a nice thing to wake up to and just chill and kind of page through stuff. So it's cool. I'm enjoying it. All right, Shadowrun Dragonfall. The year is 2054. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations trend carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofware only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. If only it were that simple. And we're going to be playing on normal. We have no delusions of being good at these games. Yeah, tactical challenge, maybe if we feel like we're not being challenged, but I feel like we'll be all right. So, true to the Shadowrun archetype, we have our main races, all with different. I'll try not to spend too much time. I could spend hours in certain character creators. I'll try not to do that here. I feel like human is a little too. I always like to go something quirky. Lots of orcs. I want to go something with high intelligence. I usually like to play. I guess this will also impact this. Play, I'm an IT guy, or I develop software for a living. I tend to gravitate towards someone who might do the same. Let's go with an elf. Let's try to be a charismatic. So we have Street Samurai as our class. Well, they call them archetypes, but these are classes, effectively. Street Honor. Mage. Casting spells, sure. Decker. Right, so there's the main part of the world, and there's the Matrix, which is what it sounds like is a sort of a parallel world that's digital, that systems are all hooked up to. And Deckers can get in there and mess stuff up. Shaman, which is kind of druid-esque, sounds like. Rigger, right, yeah, using drones. And then kind of a brawler. Yeah, let's make a Decker. Let's call him Deckard Kane. Actually, I might do that. That's kind of funny. Who looks most like Deckard Kane here? He needs a beard. Not a lot of old. I guess it makes sense in this gritty future. There aren't a lot of old people because I'm sure lifespan is. This is close enough. Can I change these? Oh, that's in the model, not the portrait. Okay. Yeah. Got our little Decker here. Okay. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. Attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma. Okay. Hoo boy. So let's see here. So what are these actually? Oh, so these are the different tabs. Okay. I feel fine with the body. I should probably be good with a gun. Yeah, I should be. I feel like I don't want to be up close with a lower body. Maybe pick a kind of gun just to be decent at. Let's do a rifle. Yeah, definitely gonna be a little more. It's a 6 to do this. So I'm not really gonna do a lot of rigging. I'm not gonna do a lot of magic, so not much willpower. I feel like I'm not gonna be conjuring anything, guys. So I definitely don't want to spread my stuff out too far across the different archetypes and be good at what my guy does. So let's make him good at decking because he's a decker. Jack, yeah. What time are you thinking? I will be free most of tomorrow. So rifle, I'll do. Yeah, okay. So we'll be good at decking and shooting rifles. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you edge in certain conversations. Okay, so we're kind of picking the etiquette standards that our character is used to. Okay. I'll hit you up on Steam after the stream, but probably more towards the 7 p.m. I mean, not towards it, but probably like afternoon, I'd say. But I'll hit you up on Steam with a specific time, I think. You gotta check a few things. Choose etiquette. So no description here, just kind of like what you're. I feel like a nerdy elf who's a computer decker who shoots guns. Might be either security or academic. I think maybe he's kind of he's in a gang. He's too. He doesn't have the social skills for that. I think he's into security. I think he's like a security guy by day, or was. Like building out a. Yeah, we're gonna call him Decker Kane. The Hartfield Manor Run. Life was good. Easy job. I mean, I won't read everything out loud, but life was good. Easy job, regular pay, reliable crew. Things went south and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you. Oh, we already did this. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. That's a very real sounding name. That's not as Shadowrunning as I expected. It's your third run with Monica and her team. Old Castle Holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. Yeah, Decker Kane. It's I don't know where it just came to me. I'm these things just pop in my head. Okay, right. So we have these little interactive story pieces. State of silence, save for the whistling on the wind. That is peaceful. ... You know it won't last. Stay a while and hack the mainframe. Monica Schaefer? I feel like our future and all of these futures where everyone has the sides of their head shaved are slowly colliding, or it's the prophecy of the side head shave being in vogue has come true way too early. I feel I like it. It's a cool look, but it's interesting how much it's. I mean, like, we also have tablets from Star Trek, so it's not that surprising. Now she's your team leader. Decking skills may be sharp, but hers are Nova hot. That's not going to make it into our lexicon. Enter the state, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes. I'm sure this will go fine. Trid trash. Just like old times, huh? Well, he's not that old. Yeah, although I suspect it made it. Jack saying it's a shame they couldn't afford the VO. Yes, but I think in games that are heavily text based, I think I prefer not. And I'm sure the devs, because I'm sure that the story was changing from day to day, so it made them a little more flexible about what they can ship and what they can patch versus making sure it matches VO. But yeah, there are some parts that I feel VO might always works. Okay, so she's a healer. Okay, so we have a soft spoken troll. Slightly. Alright, so let's examine our interface here. We have a giant power button, which I always appreciate. And yet it's not turning anything on. Okay. So we got our little interface here. Get all of our stats. Inventory, my little 3D thing. I have a jack in my head, that makes sense. System settings. Okay. So this is a nice place to... What does our help look like? Oh, okay, cool. Wow. Okay, so I wonder how we're going to tutorialize, if this is intended to be where I go or if we're going to do a walkthrough. I suspect we're going to do some mechanics through the mission, as it'd be a little awkward to make people go through all that. Just so spoiled by... Yeah, Divinity is... I can't imagine the amount of production that had to go into Divinity to make all those pieces come together so well. Especially the voice acting and all the content that's in that game. It's crazy. Well, I mean, being a nerd, I'd grab my stuff first. Okay, good. I didn't know how it's being tested here. Not rifle, honestly. I put points in that. Okay, so we're given some rain to walk around and explore the... I do like the look of these games, and this definitely looks even better than the first one does. Just, you know, soft but crisp, if that makes any sense. Like it's soft colors and a kind of a soft palette, and I know they do not super high contrast stuff in the more cyberpunky areas, but and yet it you know, the actual graphics look nice and crisp. Definitely sells it. Can we double click to run? We can, I think. Yeah, let's get on with it. I don't want to... Yeah, one of the big parts of anything Shadowfall is to nail the atmosphere, and with that comes the art direction, and yeah, I agree with you. At least from what I played the first one, and already this is looking like this is going to do the same thing. My camera is misbehaving today, so I apologize for having to fuss with it. Private museum. Owner of the Smith estate must have money to burn. Interesting that... Okay. If I want to dismiss that little description, I can. It's interesting. Slavic artifacts. Have a T-Rex? Or, sorry, yeah, T-Rex obviously is too small to be T-Rex. And you can get some pretty decent detail on the zoom in too, which is also nice. Like, so there's some high-res art happening here, which is difficult to wrangle in this amount. Old and valuable. Yay, Shadowrun, says Mr. Select. Yes, this is because of you, Mr. Select. You mentioned enjoying these games, and I am always looking for an excuse to clear things out of my Steam library that I haven't played yet. So here we are. I'm not going to smash the glass now. That seems silly. I want to clearly raise some sort of alarm before we even manage to get the job done. Would be very good at my job if I'm just smashing cases for vases left and right. On the way out, maybe. So do we have a... What the hell? Roll for initiative. You are now in turn-based combat mode. Action pool. Spend these actions on movement. Attacks or using spells. Yes, I am an elven decker named Decker Kane. I am good with rifles and hacking, and that's about it. You are, yes, action pool, movement, attacks or using spells. So we go, they go, yep. So I forget how cover... I think I saw... Yeah, so yeah, we do have the cover system kind of from the XCOM-esque cover system. So it looks like she's also a rifle person. I don't get it, Mr. Select. Is that... What's that from? I don't... Yes, I also have a cube that I keep trying to put stuff into. And people get very upset when I put their stuff in a cube. Usually without their permission. So it looks like everybody has a decent... So she's the healer. Some flashbang. Let's take a shot from here. Yeah, let's try out some long range. So you do, I say. You don't... I was gonna say, we get... shot percentages, which is always very useful. No, 51 is a little too low. I guess I burned through her. Do I have a perspective change? Where are you on? Oh, we're moving along here, okay. We have some friends, some security guards are not happy with my presence here. Seeing if I have a... So this is like change between them. Curious if I have a way to... see, change perspective or change the angle. I don't remember if there's a way to do that. It's not super critical, but it's curious. 32% is not really large enough. Probably should wait for a better accuracy, but also want to get it, start playing with it. So Pretty sure. Okay, then I'll stop trying to then. It seemed like I would assume they're not going to try and put things that are important or worth my attention kind of here beneath the perspective. So I'll trust the devs to treat me right for that assumption. Sure, let's try and throw. Actually, what is it? So we have our cooldowns here. Lightning AoE. Yeah, let's try a long range throw, just for fun. Oh, ow. Is that a shotgun from long range? Okay, I was gonna say that's. Not a ton of cover here, but that's fine. Right, they don't move, they get reds. Okay, yeah, so good to keep that in mind. Keep flinging these knives. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna deck the hell out of this. Looks like we have to go elsewhere to do that, I guess. So we don't have a mapper? Okay, that's fair. We'll learn our environment. Let's go here. Right, yeah, these places you can jack in. Sony CTY, wow. So this is the Matrix. Essentially, it's an alternative, a parallel space in which you do more kind of turn-based combat versus right? Yeah, it's a maxi ATX tower case, Jack, where you're fighting ice and other sorts of firewalls and anti-hacker things that don't want you to be in their system. So same basic concept, cover and damage and moves and stuff. So I don't think I have any abilities yet. It's a little awkward. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to win this race. I mean, if this guy keeps missing, I will, but... Oh, okay, that's right, don't want to move. Jack asks if I played the Netrunner card game. I briefly played the 96, 95 Richard Garfield one, and I heavily played the Fantasy Flight revival that came out 3 or 4 years ago for a year or so. I still own the cards and stuff and really enjoyed it, but just didn't keep up with the deluxe boxes and the cycles and stuff. So But yeah, that is a game design darling. That game that a lot of game designers really kind of hold it up in on a pretty big pedestal, and I am not 100% on board. I do agree that it's a very good game. I'm not sure it's the sort of game that. Well, my camera is just stand by. I'm not sure it's the game design darling that it gets made out to be, though. It definitely has some issues. I mean, that's not what we could unpack that in a future stream, but it is a very good game. I did enjoy my time with it, and I like what it does, but it's not without its faults. I don't have any sort of healing here. I guess I'm hoping that was the only. Nope, he says that, of course. So we're not going to live here. I thought I would have some abilities, but let's hope he misses, I guess. He didn't miss. Ow. So I guess try again. I'm a little low health. I think I have another. She got Decker as well. Oh yeah, she has all these programs and stuff, so she's probably the one hacking. Thankfully, my earlier progress is maintained. So what does she have here? If you can make little cool looking ghost things. Nice. We got pay data, antiquities delivery schedule. Okay. Excellent. My assassin program will lurk around and... Oh, holy crap. Well, I know where he's gone. This is a scary, scary thing. Reduces alarm state. Right, there's alarm levels and stuff, which we haven't really seen too much. I guess I'll road this and hope it doesn't murder me. Certainly helps when it misses. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, so I'm curious about is, okay, so I can okay, flip through everyone's status. Okay, I thought this is I'm wounded though, and I'm curious as to what that actually means. Like what that debuff means. Onward and upward. Yeah, that's a hefty. That's like a wardrobe box of a computer there. In the 90s, that'd be like, is that a Cray? It's gotta be a Cray because that was like the Ur computer at the time. Got a security guard who's guarding the fireflies, I guess, that are by this bone collection. I mean, that's a good thing to guard. I respect him for that. 39%. Take some pot shots. Try and Get some damage on him. So I do believe ammo is a thing, so we should be careful about how much we're using, but we're getting the hang of it. 36 is still not really. Oh, the heck. Yeah. What I expected. So he's very much a. I guess he's not necessarily a melee. He does throw knives, and that's not nothing. Looks like he does have a melee attack though, so yeah, let's just have him chill out there. That's a big boy. Damn it. Sorry, Whack. My new camera affixing apparatus is failing actively. And it's failing me at kind of the wrong time. But thank you for that compliment. I appreciate it. Nice big hit. I mean, he can get out there. He's fresh. He doesn't need to worry about getting hurt, especially when he's so good at throwing knives like that. There's a wizard over there. Let's worry about the big boy first. Get knifed. I probably should have moved into the other guy in the cover first, but oh well. Let's move him up. Everybody kind of moved up a bit. Not a great aim, not a great place to aim though. So that's for people who've died. I only want to burn medkits right now. He's only, I'm not that low right now. I mean, 37 is not a terrible. Oh, there we go. Totally worth doing now. Let's do some magic on me there. Throw a knife. I did not mean for him to get out there. That was dumb. The one day it does this is the knife. For fuck's sake. Alright, 1 second, guys. Just stand by. I'm gonna fix this thing. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully it should be immobile for the remainder of the evening. All right. Security mage. Which is a good. It's a good title. We need to start flanking this person. Yeah, not a great angle still. Okay. So we're not really doing a lot of tutorializing here, aside from the initial, hey, here's how combat works, which is interesting. Although they did point you to the little encyclopedia thing, which is better than not. But I mean, there's not a ton here to parse. So I guess they rightfully decided that. Did we see everything already? We did not. We need to see everything first. That a tutorial was not really necessary. I guess they would give me an icon if there was a door there. Maybe we did see everything. Okay. I mean, I did not. Oh, that's true. Well, I didn't want to give the guards a. You know, like raise the alarm, basically. I don't know if that's a thing to worry about, but gotta keep our eyes on the prize. So far, so good. Your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. So yeah, we're still, as far as I can tell, we are undetected into the basement of the Harfield Manor. I'm sure this won't go terribly wrong here. The data we're looking for should be on the other side of the door. Chain of command does not fly in the shadows. It's even if we're a ragtag bunch of Shadowrunners, we should have some chain of command. It's good to have structure. Decker Kane is in charge. Oh yeah. Responsibility. Also like how they say my full name each time. Not just Decker, or Kane, but Decker Kane each time. I'm no rookie and you know it. Null Sweat. I might start using that. Yeah, let her deal with. So she's clearly the better Decker, because she has abilities and stuff. I'm guessing I need to level up mine to have access to the Same stuff she does. Without warning, her head arches back violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. That sounds great. As a spasm rippled through her face and her jaw snapped shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. Looked down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor. Tip of her tongue. Ugh. Good thing I didn't do it, I guess. Yeah, we need to get her out of there. The commingled scent of charred meat and ozone. I think that's meat damage in Netrunner parlance. I'm just not doing so great here, guys. See pain and fear in her gaze and something else. Hope. German. Spasm jerks her head back again. She grunts. Head lolls to one side. She's looking at the terminal. Well, shit. Well, alright, good thing I'm second in command. That's a little telegraphed story-wise, but shit, that's harsh. No time to grieve, we got things to kill. You know, I keep having these XCOM instincts of trying to immediately find cover, and I'm usually rewarded for it. But thankfully, I don't have to reload between engagements, which is nice. Because I would forget to, as we saw in Nosferatu last night. We had to manually reload after every shot. I'm glad I took some rifle skills at the beginning. That's proving very useful. Where are you going? So what's the actual layout? Is there any? I think it's just him. Oh, okay. What does the line of sight blocked by? I guess there's a little passage here. No. So I can go try and punch him. Get him in his grill. Or not. He doesn't want to play fisticuffs with me. It's fine. Everybody's missing. Including him, thankfully. Not 20 damage though. Yes, memory problems. Well, that looks awkward. I think my name all over the security software. Interesting that this is still in combat. I'm guessing because things are going to go down here shortly. The facility is on high alert. Some sort of massive underground complex. Map of the whole vast grounds indicate the security forces en route from multiple angles. Oh, good. Doors are being rebooted. Trying to take control here. Hold tight so we can escape. Survive for 10 turns. Just for fun, let's get some saving going on, because I like to, in case I handle this poorly. So I think, yeah, this is the exit, obviously, that has the word exit over it. I'm guessing they're going to start pouring in from these three sides. So I shouldn't have put him right there, but what can you do? She can chill there. It's a robot. Oh, that ends the whole turn. Oops, I meant to. Oh, okay. I thought it was ending that person's turn, but that's not how it works. Okay, suddenly have a lot of things here. Hate drones. Oh, I see. 41%. It's not a good. Some lightning going. Seems effective. So the interface is a little, just a touch unwieldy, and I know they've gotten better at it because BattleTech has a much kind of cleaner way of doing combat, but that's my only kind of gripe right now. But it still works. It's not like it's an untenable situation. Let's have her move here. No, not blocked on all sides. Figure looking towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy, overlapping plates. Like you can see, his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears this expression of supreme confidence. Well, yeah, I'd be confident if I looked like slick death. Yeah, I didn't steal the vase, okay? It is weird how they keep saying my full name. Okay, that's a thing. You can just summon spirit. Oh, that's... interesting that I go over here, you can summon a spirit. That's interesting. That seems useful. Healing wound, right? Yeah. Kind of want to go summon that, I guess. Should probably try and get some more damage on this guy next. Oops. Okay. That's not a good place to be. Wow. It's pretty effective. Yeah, I don't want to just let him lay into me with the machine gun, so let's try and loop around. That's unfortunate. It's about to get a lot more unfortunate here in a second. Just take him out at least. Just make it harder for this guy to do damage to me, I guess. And work on this guy. 83% with the miss. I mean, that's the danger of having percentages on your shots. You're like 83%, that should have hit. Well, no, it almost all. It had a great chance of hitting, but it did not. Let's heal and run, I guess. I'm not sure I can do a lot of damage to this guy. I mean, we'll certainly do our very best. Right, he's still alive over there. And more things are coming. This is going to be... How is this not going to be bad for me? He's right there. I think we're going to take him out. Frag grenades can only be used... Just a certain amount of AP, I guess. Oh, grid. Okay, so I can't place it there. Whoop. Wait, why did it use that cooldown? Yeah, let's do this. 'Cause I feel like we're gonna need that damage reduction here shortly. It did 5 damage to him. Okay. Oh, he's blocking things now. This is great. I mean, we'll have to survive for one more turn, so there's that at least. Let's get him here, I guess, and heal up. Door unlocks with a loud click. Your escape route is clear. Yeah, we're gonna leave. Or attempt to leave. I mean, I'm curious about the spirit, but I don't think I'll have time to see what it actually does. I can kill this thing first. I mean, just run for it, I guess. Take some pot shots at him on the way out. Yeah, it's not. Ow. I'm guessing we all need to do this. Oh, we actually have to leave. We could spend it, yeah, right. We could spend our just both actions as a run and just hope he doesn't. Oh, come on. Hey, do that to yourself, man. Don't worry about it. He's just right there. Let's get him out. Yeah, we can all. Cool. So it's not an action to escape, thankfully. Everything is fine. Rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. She knew it. Well, if she knew it, then... The Cruise Bazaar. Oh, I meant to mention, I'll mention this at the end, that I've been archiving all of my streams on YouTube, the link of which is on the channel page, and kind of organizing them a little bit more and putting things together and making it clear what series of videos are. So my Quake run through, the Hearts of Iron 4 run through that Brass Gecko and I did that we completed, and my Master of Magic kind of deep dive both into the original game and the successors of it. Those are all among the things that are up there on the channel. So check that out if you want a more organized look at the archives of the streams that I've been doing. So the Cruise Bazaar, Cruiseberg, okay. Melting pot of cultural diversity. No one is in a talking mood. Well, yeah, it's glare of street lights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. And then our safe house waits on the other side. So I've always liked and I enjoyed it in the first one of these too. The non-combat turn-based kind of exploration thing, because it makes the transition to combat it just feels so seamless because you're doing everything in this anyway. Like they could have very easily made a lot of this just like a visual novel-esque sort of thing, or even there's a few ways that you could do it. So it feels good to have it be kind of this seamless blend between the story and the combat. But it's also nice that it's not like a Sierra adventure game where I'm trying to like rub my face against every single pixel to find stuff. They very clearly outline things you can interact with. Oh man, what's inside? He looks like a cocaine dealer. He's my landlord, okay. Something in the vault security system cooked her brain. It was too quick to be black. Ice. I'm gonna call it ice because it's nice. Okay, so now that's just hurtful. I mean, she's upset, and I understand that. So now I'm wishing I'd just call myself Kane. But anyway. Hey, I pulled her. Okay. I think Amstel Light here has had enough. Fur range. So I'm a little light on the Shadowrun lore, personally. So I'm not. These might just be things that we learn more about later in the story that we're kind of leaving hooks for. But is this like an actual dragon? I mean, being roasted alive sounds like an actual dragon instead of like I thought this was like a metaphor or a title, but it sounds like an actual dragon. Makes sense. The name of the game, Dragonfall. Okay, so it sounds like it was. I mean, that's. I mean, it would make sense, right? Like, Shadowrun does its best to blend both fantasy and cyberpunk, so it would not go amiss in that. So we have 3 years before Orcs and Trolls. They reals. Mr. Slade. Okay. I mean, yeah, I was starting to get that feeling from the text here that dragons are and other animals that he was referring to. So scarier things are out there. It sounds like. Finger Fs, okay. Green Winters. Used to be a prominent activist in the F state political scene and a popular flavor of chewing gum. How do I want to say I'll go talk to Alton? It's an interesting choice to give a player. 3 ways to say basically the same thing. Alright, we've got some karma. I'm guessing I can only so I can only develop my character, and the other ones I assume will develop in parallel as needed. So, our initial foray into combat. I mean, part of me just wants to get better at decking, but I'm not doing magic. I'm not controlling spirits. Let me get better at shooting. Be okay with that. Yeah, let's just get better at shooting. I think that's a worthwhile investment, as we've seen. Okay, good talk. Schnapps. Oof. Schnapps are rough. Okay, we can try and establish a teetotaler mentality, but now we're gonna drink. Oh, this is this is very descriptive. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it, you catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts, the lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. It's like a wine. It has afternotes of it has an oaky finish as well. Made me choose to come to Berlin. So we have and it's interesting that how they're doing this. In BattleTech, Harebrained also did this in that, except they kind of front loaded it. You picked your backstory of the main character that you play, quite a few choices, and then those played out in the text dialogues as an option, as one of the options you could, as we've seen here. Because I'm a decker, I get a few decker choices, but here they're kind of quietly letting me pick my own backstory. I don't know if this is a thing that, like, if these are choices that are going to be permanent, that I'll have, future responses tied to it. But it's interesting that we're quietly, without much fanfare, saying, "Tell us your backstory," without saying as much. I mean, this just happened right now, so I feel like it's a little too... yeah, betrayal is always a good... And we also get to kind of dictate how it played out, too. It's very interesting. Now, let's say we ventilated him. We put speed hold in him. Yeah, he's getting some real talk here. Okay, so yeah, more development. So we were friends. I feel it feels awkward to just establish without really, just. I mean, it's nice to have the option, but to just say, "Oh yeah, we were totally together." I want to talk to the dog / panther / yeah, I'd say indeterminate. It's like half bear, half tiger. Dante, that's a good name. Oh, now it looks less like a. It looks like a nice friendly dog. This is an interesting test of, do you like animals? Scratch it, feed it, brush it aside. Get the hell out of the way, dog. Or just ignore it. Dog, yeah. Obviously we're going to scratch my ears. Okay, so we can change our loadout. I remember this a very similar interface from the first Shadowrun game, so I should probably equip this somehow. Nope. I don't think I don't think I had this in my Oh, now I have a Dante. He's an actual character. That's cool. I think I had this in the thing I could use when I did the jacking earlier. I don't see a way to select it, so. She's already giving me shit. She's just. I'm not going to say she owes me an apology, but I'll say that. Yeah, I'm not going to push her. Clearly, she'll react poorly if I tell her to apologize. She's beautiful. In a waifish sort of way. Yeah. Features are almost elvish in their delicacy. Oof. It's a little. Okay. It's her chrome. Gloria's rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware from head to toe. Decker key. Oh, I wanted to talk non-personal stuff as well. Okay. Being quiet, it's fair. That's some cool detail. I mean, I'm not sure if I wish there was more interaction during the story bits. Like the obviously the interactions with the characters is cool and appreciated, but like I don't know. I'm not sure what I would want those to be though. Like interacting with the environment a little bit more during the story. Nur für Mitarbeiter. That's my German. Okay, so I think we are good to go meet with Altug. Or run completely off the map. I'm curious about the... I am curious. I'm actually gonna check this out real quick. I'm curious about the program because I feel like I need to have that if I can. And I want to make sure I'm not missing something there. Because it's here. It seems like I should be able to equip it or drag it over or do something with it. I don't know if I saw it when I was in the Matrix, but there's really no way for me to... It's just, okay. Need some tech. I'm on a tight schedule. Okay, so here's all of our programs that we can buy. Should probably grab a couple. We have some money for it. But I already own this. Like it. Well, obviously we should get a medic. Sure. I don't really do drones. Oh, okay, Bress. I'll try and keep that in mind next time I'm in the Matrix, and good to see you, sir. Thank you for that. I guess it would make sense that they wouldn't let me have it but not let me use it, so let's buy a nice jacket. Why not? Already feeling smarter with my new jacket. Oh, she had an exotic thing as well, right? It all sounds whiz to me. This is just the same thing. Okay. All right. In a few places, obviously this is the place we want to go to, but not the place we need to go to just yet, or that we have to go to. Me and Dante are going to check out the rest of the town. That's a pretty cool jacket. It's like Jace the Mind Sculptor / If Jason Mind Sculptor was a Decker, I think he'd wear that jacket. Or that coat. Algernon? I don't have the willpower to look away. That's cool. Her name is Absinthe. I'm drowning in her eyes at the moment. You are dead. Game over. That's the B ending. Oh, no. Excuse me, I'm going to go stand in a corner for a little while. Smooth, his voice is smooth as silk and as rich as clotted cream. It's a magic shop. I am not a magic man, but I'm still curious about what you're selling. I mean, things I can't use, but it's a pretty wide variety. So, yeah, the thing I really appreciate about the first one as well, which we definitely seem to be maintaining here, is how it felt like there was a lot you could do with the various classes, essentially, right? Like there was a pleasant amount of choices and things you could equip and try and play that class a little differently. Okay, it's a cool looking place. No time for Magic Dr. Jones. What's going on here? I'm just gonna steal her bag. Oh. It's like, wow. Yeah, I'll give her a... Brascoco, your only playthrough was a Decker Mage Hybrid. I'm sure. It seems like just from what I've seen, the spells are very extensive, and the programs perhaps almost as much. So oh, that's right, because you can do karma. You're not locked into one of the trees. You can put karma in the other ones and start doing magic and stuff. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'll do magic. I don't know. We'll see how things develop. I don't want to get too many options. This still looks real nice. This is very sharp looking. Did you play through all three? I forget, of the trilogy of the Hairbrained Shadowrun games? Alexi Lane. Okay, I haven't finished the third one yet. Giving the troll the bad news. He's just a normal guy who just happens to be an orc. Don't make it weird. Volunteer is not important enough to get a portrait. Goblinoid races, right? We also play with veiled and unveiled racism in Shadowrun, rightfully so. It's an interesting way to play in that space in a safe way. A little safer than otherwise. I have not seen Bright. No. Check. The name's familiar. Though. I think I don't remember what. I've heard the name here and there. I don't remember what the concept is. Well, I mean, I'm not sure I want to throw money. I mean, I'll give him some yen. Okay, I might have to check that out. I'll come back and donate more if that's still an option. Yeah, there's definitely, you know, the Shadowrun slash cyberpunk genre is definitely underrepresented. I mean, of course, we had the Blade Runner movie recently, but definitely be good to see more and more things playing in that space. Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna go behind you now. Patriarch is oppressive. Yeah, that's true. It's a nice 3-day weekend to check that out. I have cash, 9 weapons. Show with goods. Pulse rifle in the 30 watt range. Oh no. So rifles are our thing at the moment. Looking for probably an upgrade in that respect if it's possible. Grenade launcher. That would be great. It's a little expensive though. Machete. Okay, so definitely some options in the higher range. Might save money for those. Okay, so every tree has a store, as you would expect. He has magic. We'll just talk to him for the sake of being complete. I'm a young magic man. He's a drug dealer. That's not magic. That's drugs. You, sir. I'm reporting you to the authorities. Let me see if we can go here first. No. Why would I assume she knows Monica? We're gonna step away now. Let her grieve in her own way. Top of the pedestal. Especially advanced drugs are indistinguishable from magic, yeah. I mean, anything with enough chemicals and technology applied can be indistinguishable from magic. Top of the pistol, a form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park. The material is strange and uneven, giving this edge a cold Frankenstein's monsters-esque appearance. That's my edit there. Appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps pieces of junk. How handy. I mean, it's gonna be for me, right? The Shockwellen Writers. Side quests? Walk away. Good to know. We'll keep an eye out for those. Go check out the Cyber Clinic. I guess that's where we're going to be doing implants and the like. My name is none of your concern. Yeah, let's be a jerk. Implants are expensive, as you would hope, I guess. Okay. Yeah, once we get some money, there are definitely some options in terms of. Actually, I didn't look at the other option. I think those are just kits. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can gear out your character, which is very cool. You know, as much choice as you can have in a game, the better. And still have it work within the narrative. That's always a challenge. I'm guessing we might be able to go somewhere in the subway. Perhaps for future things. All right. Let's go do the thing that the game wants us to do. Nerps. It's a fascinating show. I'd just watch it too. A human? Ugh. Gross. He roars like a traumatized walrus. Oh. Actually, he might not be a human. He's a little too short for a storm for a human. She might perhaps, I forget if dwarves have heavy pointed ears in this universe or not. Clearly not as tuned into the Shadowrun universe as they should be. Hey man, you don't see the baristas rolling their eyes at my orders if I place orders. You will see God. I'm good. I'm good. I'm alright. Catering jobs. Subtle. Can take the I don't really get code words. What are you doing approach. A trifle, really. I probably could have explored the neighborhood while doing this. This is there, but now we know. Alright, let's go press the buttons. It's also a nice way to have the game to have encourage you to explore if you're not already doing so like I did, to kind of force you to click around and find all the taps by the extension of that almost being forced to explore the neighborhood. It's a nice touch. Press the button. Protocol buffer. I mean, yeah, I like to hear stuff. Okay. I mean, this is probably gonna have a thing. Just double check while we're here. Because clearly this is a place I can go to get side things at some point. Me and Dante doing our thing. It's a good saying. I'm very interested in this. So let me know what's up. Can I actually look at this, or is they just going to make me... No, it's not an actual thing. Fair enough. Yeah, just a lot of neat little touches. Just art direction wise, a little bits of steam and papers flying around, and yeah, just a dedication to kind of the ambient art can really go a long way, especially in a game where the atmosphere is very important to kind of selling the experience. Just like detail, right? That's the name of the game here. So is she not wearing the headset? Oh, it's still over her. Interesting. Okay. Some contention between gangs over control of the neighborhood. Yeah. What? Too soon. Too soon. What the fuck with Dante? Lots of opportunities to piss off Iger, which I will not take because I suspect. I mean, that's the thing is certain games will have consequences will be implemented different ways, right? Like, I have no indication of an abstraction of our relationship, like a reputation meter. There's no, insofar I've seen no real consequences from how I handle conversations. That does not mean they're not there. Exactly. Brassica was pointing out the Walking Dead Telltale games, so we'll remember this. I've not seen any of those systems, but that doesn't mean they're not there. They might just be very subtle. So I'm gonna try and stay the course and not make any enemies. I don't know what the actual consequences of behaving or misbehaving toward her would be, other than a different dialogue tree. Ooh, notes. There's no like gray area with how we interact with Iger, who's clearly the character by which we're supposed to form our personality. If we're dismissive or we're friendly, there's no like middle ground with her anyway. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. Traveling to a new mission locations, you'll be able to choose which of your team to bring and modify their loadout. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, so permanently for the mission, not permanently isn't forever, they'll be extracted, patched up next time. Bring health kits to prevent this. Okay. Alright, so allegedly I have access to her workstation somewhere. Over here, okay, cool. Yes, but what if I have unread messages? Yeah, she's already been kind of a jerk. Okay, so I guess when we kind of open up the side quest stuff, we'll see some of that here. Spoofing to 1, very important. It's interesting that the projection of future communication is a regression to BBS posts and like Usenet threads. And it'll probably be something like a Twitter or Facebook iteration. I mean, I don't know. The future might be full of BBSs, in which case I embrace it. Okay. Post pay data for sale. What is this? Oh right, that was I think I got from the first mission. Yeah, that's the feeling I get. She's rigid. She's military. She has, she's the what's his face on Expanse, Amos kind of. No, it's not 1-to-1, but in that field, in that personality neighborhood. And it's smart that, because I can they give me chances to define my relationship with Monica via talking with someone. I forget who it was. We can't now refer to any of that. So Interesting. Okay. Other thing was to get rolling. All right. Let's check our. Make sure our inventory is. We want it. Okay. Let's go. So, do I ask them here or do I? How do I do this? Okay. So it did say to like assemble your team. You do it from here, but I'm guessing as soon as I leave, it'll prompt me to do so. Or not. Yeah, let's get rolling here. Somebody's never just waiting for you when you get down there. Hong Kong is fun. I should finish it, but I like the characters. Yeah, the amount of in the very brief time we've been here, the character development's been very cool. They've done a good job of fleshing them out to the extent that they can in the time given. And it's also interesting that they've kind of thread through the German cultural, not a ton, mostly with names and the occasional reference, but it's still a cool thing. Like, and that's one of the things that Netrunner, to speak to the conversation that Jack and I had earlier, was that does very well is present a very multicultural, international approach to the various parts of the world where these things are happening versus just a European or American perspective. Yeah, this looks good. This is the same thing I thought for my jacket. So yeah, I appreciate that they've, the Shadowrun games have always played on the world stage, not just one place. Hair Zap, that's a good name for a stun gun. Okay, you've been very helpful. So, sounds like most goth bars I've been to. Somewhere in this building, okay. No cash, no cram. Isn't cram the elven bread from Lord of the Rings? Isn't that cram? I'm guessing that's not what we're dealing with here. Good for her. Wish to inspect this. Expensive bottle of scotch from the color you guessed the concert, or at least 50% water. That's good. Let's try and talk to the. I'm not gonna try and start any shit right now. That's a man with a large gun just chilling. First I thought this was like a stage and he was a dancer. I was like, ooh, Can we get it? No. I am unqualified to interact with that. We'll see. I'm sure that will be a useful thing to do. So Dancing in the Future got a lot, really chill. Like everyone's just kind of slowly doing their thing. Even the music's not as torrential as one would expect. Okay, just a bunch of armed guards chilling out. Not a ton of options here. Oh, looks like I should be able to go down here, but I guess it doesn't have a chain on it, so that's fair. We might have to engage with this couple to get, or this pair of characters. Is that how discreet is spelled? That looks wrong. I can be very discreet. Right? Yeah, that's what I said. Silk. It's the same brand of Wrigley's that we've been chewing for decades. Well, I'm good with sealed vaults. Let's chat with Frank. Oh, here. Frank. If there was ever a cyberpunk name in Germany. Actually, Frank is smart enough to lie. Sure thing, Frank. Ugh. Sticky elevator's the worst. I don't remember if we were given an actual place where he is. I don't think so. Just that he's in the hotel. So it's time to start opening hotel room doors. I do not recommend doing this in real life. Check the hell out of that thing. So there's my stash. Like, why not? Can't use it now, but someone could put that to use. Just gonna rob every hotel room I can. Alright. Thankfully, not every room is locked or unlocked. Otherwise, we'd have a Skyrim situation where I spend 3 hours just wandering the halls of every house I encounter, taking everything. Yeah, let's check that wall. Just really going for subtlety here. What's going on here? It's like a holographic rig of some kind. It's kind of cool. Okay, we can go to the bathroom on 3. For better or worse. Oh, that's a thing we can do. This is a beautiful hotel. Health kits lying around. Anyone need to use the restroom? No? Okay. Going to. I mean, I'm not an employee, but I feel... Oh, let's see what that's... Oh, combat happens. Oh, they do not like outsiders here. No chance to explain myself or use diplomacy or anything. Just, I mean, that's their fault. If they're the ones who are causing ruckus when I'm just exploring the hotel. Probably don't want to be near the barrel that could be shot. This is the knife guy, so I'm here. I don't think I've fought with Iger yet. It's a very long barrel on that rifle. Ow. That's a lot of guys. This may have been may have been a giant mistake. But he can use his lightning thing, which would be pretty sweet. You just get a sniper rifle and a shotgun. Wow. And misses. Wow. It's pretty effective. You just can't be throwing grenades like that. Heal up. No reason not to. Alright, I lost the AP from the shot. See, her downside is that lots of reloads. That's... Man. When it hits, though, get some work done. Okay. Handled that with reasonable aplomb. No loot or anything, which is kind of a downside. I don't think you get experience either. I think experience is a mission-based thing, not a combat-based thing. Well, yeah, let's try and find him. Winter fresh, no. Green. Floor 4, 404. Floor 4, room 405. Okay. So that's actually a very cool way to do that, because you can put a lot of different names in there and not give you like a list of them. So they don't have to write all those, but you could put some Easter eggs in there and stuff if they cared to. Okay. I think there's another option for him. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to check the one. Okay. Some cool quasi-computer abstraction. I like that. Being able to interact with the... potentially get the admin password from somewhere and use it. Key fob. Access to maintenance closets and hotel floors. That's cool. I do like that health is not... I don't think health is... It's sort of brought over between fights. But yeah, like, you're not... all of your damage is not carried over from fight to fight. I like that. Makes you want to take risks a little more. Definitely compelled to check every floor, even though we know he's on 4. Do not open. Okay. I opened it. I shouldn't have opened it. I was warned. Why is there a giant scorpion here? Like, we just got very Fallout-y in here all of a sudden. I mean, it said don't open it, so I only have myself to blame. But... thank you. We murdered this poor radioactive creature. What was he eating in his fridge? His food is in the crisper. Was this a pet gone awry? That's kind of cool. That's it. We help this poor scorpion. A little bone pile there. Help that poor scorpion with his day, and I've forgotten it, but I'm sure it'll tell me that I know it. Nope, I have to go back and find it. 2478. I really need to go to the bathroom. 2478. I just added jazz. I'm guessing that's not the genre of music. Oh yeah, where's her stuff? I mean, well, we're gonna look in every room we can. So, I just got jazz, and I don't know what that means. Oh, it's drugs. There were drugs in the bathroom in the hotel. This is very, very lifelike. Yeah, let's just pinch this stuff. Oh, this is her. Okay, this is her stuff. Good. Money, teddy bear, and cookbook. I mean, we'll see if I actually give these back to her, but... It's an interesting contrast of what is to be a dilapidated molding hotel room with giant tech TVs. Good night, Jack. Thanks for hanging out with me. I mean, we should probably do this. We should probably jump up and down. Jump up and get down. I frightened this man. Did I just miss this, or was this a thing I could actually interact with? I think I think it was locked earlier. Yeah. And then we will come full circle. This is where I murdered all those employees. It's a good time. I think we were done on 3, but we'll just double check. Oh, maybe not. I haven't finished burglaring everyone. See, now I have cram and... Be obliged to give it to some addict. Yeah, I think this was it. Just the hole on the floor here. Yep. Oop. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Winterfresh. Remember the code. $58.70. Guns raised. I'm guessing we're going to combat. Hi. Hello, street thug. How are you today? Do you like taking 40 damage in one shot? Looks like you like it. This looks like it's on the up and up. We have a very sick woman on that hospital bed. The assistant is the real target. Tell you though, modeling point blank gunshot damage is that's cool. You shoot someone twice up close, they will. No, stop with the grenades. No, seriously, stop with the grenades. Damage. The AI is very, very aware of this AoE chances in breath. Yes. Yes. They're like, oh, look, they're all grouped together. Let's use AoE, which, fair. Maybe I shouldn't be grouping up so much. I threw my knife and I missed. That seems like a waste of that shot. So no additional cover there, huh? All right, well, we'll just... She just walks in, walks past someone. Excuse me, I'll be with you in a second. Just need to... You're basically just gonna make me shoot you right in the face with the sniper rifle, right? I mean, to be okay, cool. It's not, but we have this shotgun here, and yeah. A schematic for an auto injector. Device produces a steady supply of the street drug known as Hyper and stores it in an internal reservoir. I think that's the thing I can sell later. Medkits, very cool. Okay, so we have these sort of optional combat pieces that give us items if we succeed. So you can't really like grind XP on them, but you can kind of... You're additionally incentivized to explore by getting items for it, instead of someone who did not do this wouldn't be further back XP wise, which is a smart way of doing it. All the But murder, I need to use the restroom. So 4 or 5 is where Mr. Winterfresh is. Let's just see if we have anything else we want to check out. I don't think so. Okay. $19.89. Instant combat, so let's do ourselves a. I know it's been saving for me, but I just want to do a manual one here in case things go. Also, right, I did get a karma at some point. I don't think it's anything one shot. You know what? Let's get a little dodgy. Why not? I suspect it will be a time when I will be engaged up close. Oh my god, it's dip. Scene is eerily familiar. The dead man is still jacked into his smoldering computer. His face contorted into a mask of pain. Blue smoke spills from his data jack. Like Monica. There's something else. The man's outline is wrong. He's bent back in an impossible angle. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. How much of a dick do you want to be to Iger is the thing here. Mysterious numbers. Sorry for the sound, Mike. I mean, we have a code. We just got a code. 91612. Yeah, I'll answer the phone. Why not? Blitz. I mean, it's such a unique handle. Schwarzhurst. You know, good stuff. I mean, yeah, we like gear and money. Those are things that are appealing to us, so let's go see them. One last taste of the Matrix gameplay during this mission. Or it'll be an ambush. Either way, it'll be interactive. there he is, but I'm not ready for him yet. Yeah, probably the drugs. I'm not intending to use drugs during combat unless I absolutely need to. Though I don't really get a sense that there's a consequence for it, but hard to tell. Hello, sir. Oh, I have like a little feather room there, like a little feather. I can kind of feather the when I activate combat, maybe, or maybe it's just a thing that just happens and there's no way to stop it. That's a waste. Okay. Oh, right. She's still using the shotgun. Oops. I mean, it's doing work, so shouldn't complain. Well, it's really like Iger's setup. Sniper from long and shotgun from short, and it's very appealing. Oh, right, that's me. Just blocking my line of sight from every angle. Get knifed. Like that, there's no penalty for switching weapons. That'd become annoying to lose AP or get a penalty of some kind. I mean, 14%, can make it a long shot, yeah. I don't know if I guess so. Dietrich is mainly. I mean, he's the mage slash shaman for the actual name of it. So I'm like, throwing blades is nice, but that's not really what he's meant to do. He's meant to be slinging spells here. So I'm not sure why I feel compelled to try and save that because it's just cooldown based as far as I can tell. So maybe we'll try and use that more. Go heal him up. You missed. Yeah, and I'll be curious to kind of fit him out down the line with different spells and stuff that might give me more utility here and there. But until that, I could probably just use his lightning. I don't know why I'm not using his lightning. Hang on, I need to reload. Double mag locked. That's presumably the vault we will be breaking into shortly. Okay. Yeah, the haste seems. I definitely need to take more advantage of the abilities. Not like, I guess it's, yeah. I just need to do that. And, you know, I'm a decker of some talent. You think he'd maybe heard of me, but maybe not. Let's do it. Tap, tappa, tappa. Hey, it's a giant turret. And a Roomba with a gun. Shit. I'm getting shot to hell over here all of a sudden. And let's let this thing come to us. He is. That damage is disgusting. Can I heal? Okay, nice range on that. We can let the Roomba come to us. Just await its arrival. I assume the turret will not move, but I guess we'll see. What? It's behind cover. Alright, fine. I'm just wary of that turret destroying me. Let's see what we're dealing with range-wise. Swing and miss. Well, he can't shoot all of us. I'm nice and bunched up too for some sort of AoE effect. Oh, I was like, who the hell is this? This is my hacker accomplice. I was like, I don't remember having this. Great. Oh god. The Hulk is here. Or Thrall from Warcraft is here. There's a lot of different things that are happening. He's an enraged troll. Well, I'm incredibly in pain here. Yeah, hasting up him sounds good, and then booking it. Oh, that's shit. I thought I was still on Dietrich. That's dumb. He's gonna... Oh, no. If your point blank remember glory has stubby hands. I did not remember that. Thank you for bringing that guy. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll attempt to give him a stab here. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I should probably kill this thing. Kill him first. Yeah, I did forget that she's a How does he have? I guess it's only wounds and not actual damage being healed. But what? How did I not have range on him? Sure. Reload. I'm really wary of that turret. I mean, I need to deal with it in some fashion, obviously, but get knifed. So we'll send the character we don't have any long-term goals to check out. Well, if I had a rigger, I could disable the turret. Oh well. He's not going to be... Let's just have him help aim of our sniper here. So get into position for maybe throwing... flashbang won't be too useful. Yeah, it also looks like, I think if they have actual wounds, if it says wounded, then that's a thing he can fix, but it's not necessarily a hit point thing. Room to have everybody behind Oh shit, I thought I was looking at the person I wanted to be using, not the person I should have been. Although it says wounded, but no wound to heal, so that's heal there, I guess. 99%, I should just have her chill back here. Reload. Okay, I'm getting beat up here, so we're going to take a moment and not get killed. Not combat, just a friendly drone. Hello. I'll shove it in my bag. I can now make jazz. I learned rhythm, I have a guitar, I have a drum kit. Wow. $1,000. More drugs. For the stash. I got karma for that for some reason. Taking drugs gives you karma. That's the lesson here. Not like consuming them, but taking them from other people. Okay, some interesting stuff there. I believe that's it for... We want to go give Silver stuff back. Because we're nice. So what's the deal with my new friend here? Is he just gonna bail, or what's... Let's... It does have a portrait and everything. Alright. See if he follows. Back to the club. Yeah, he's a good shot at me. Okay. Enjoy it while it lasts. Charisma 3. I have it, but I think I deserve some credits for my efforts. I mean, she did help me get up there, so I won't try and squeeze money out of her. Alright, a little karma. Try and help her out. Cool. That'd be cool if we see some resolution to that. What is this? Oh, that's the whiskey. Job done, I think. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's recruit this guy. Oh wait, no. As I'm hovering over, no, it's been filled. Great, yeah. More people. As we've learned in XCOM and BattleTech and other games, you want to have extra people on your team in case there's a bad roll and suddenly you're... Although I'm not sure if they can permanently die in this or not. I'm guessing from what it said earlier, when they take critical damage, they just go back to the house and are out of the mission. All right, Bress, go have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm actually just about wrapped up here anyway, so we're gonna probably call it here once we're a good stopping point. Okay, cool. We actually have a quasi skill tree here that we can do. That's neat. We're gonna have to think about that and maybe start our next session with those choices. Okay. DVD-RW? Even that seems archaic. I mean, it's funny that that's archaic now, when it's... yeah. Alright. I think we're going to call it there. Just under 3 hours of Shadowrun. Yeah, a ton of karma to spend. We will do that next time. Definitely think we're gonna keep playing this as part of our strategery series on the stream. I definitely would be curious to see where it goes, just story and mechanics. Yeah, and it's, you know, a game that rewards you for exploring and talking and interacting with characters and playing strategically is very rewarding and take advantage of that. So I want to thank everyone for that hung out with me tonight, and everyone who chatted and hung out and watched. Appreciate you coming out. And if you like watching this and like watching streams of other stuff like first-person shooters and older games, this is a channel you might want to come back to. So we look forward to seeing it. So thanks again for hanging out, and we'll see you later.